Again, the first part we talked about was the attract part. This is actually trying to get someone to come into the dental office. Evaluate is once they are here, having them, trying to have the patient determine, are they going to move forward with us? And then after that, they decide to move forward. So now we're going to talk about the patient experience and how that does play into marketing. So let's kind of look at this thing in more detail. Okay, we're going to start here at the close, work over to, the patient giving us their agreement that they're going to move forward, and then we're going to generate their product, in this case a dental service, and then deliver that to the patient. So the close kind of go into that more detail. It's the patient is committed to saying yes to treatment. It's getting the patient on the schedule. It's clarifying the payment, all the paperwork, all that stuff is taken care of. So that is what we call the close part of this. And by the way, when you're closing or when you're trying to get a patient to do the treatment, same day is usually best. It's more convenient for them as well. A lot of times patients, when they come in, they've already had a disruption to their normal schedule. They have either taken time off of work, or they have a babysitter arranged, or something has happened that they took this time on this day of the week to come in and get their work done, or at least get their exam, or maybe their cleaning taken care of. And if there's something extra that they needed, well, this would be the best time to do it. If they don't have time to do it, then of course we want to try to schedule them before they leave. But if that's not possible, then of course you need to schedule after they've left. The problem is trying to schedule someone after they left. It becomes more difficult to get a hold of them. Now, yeah, scheduling after they left is more difficult, but it still needs to happen as far as follow-up. Nothing is worse than when you go in to do a checkup on somebody 6 months later, and you find out that the patient says, oh, I didn't get a treatment plan. No one ever called me back. That means we dropped the ball on our end. So making sure there's a good follow-up system in place will help with this part of the closing. Okay, so now we're done the close. Now we are going to be doing all this stuff in the background to kind of get everything ready to deliver the product. Now I'm not going to read this whole entire slide, but it's clinical and it's administrative, making sure that everything in our systems and everything is set up so that when it's time to deliver the service, everything's ready to go. So now the patient's actually here, and we're going to deliver the actual dental care. So this several different things the patients are going to be evaluating us on was, say, their appointment time. Were they seated on time? Did they get out on time? Was it physically comfortable? How about the staff? How was their attitude during this? Was it attentive and caring? And how the teeth, the actual teeth you fixed, how did they feel? They look? How did they function afterwards? Any kind of communication that happened with the patient. And then, of course, the administrative part of it was the insurance filed correctly. Make sure there's no surprises when they go check out or after the fact of the treatment being more than they thought it was going to be. So if we do all that right, what happens is this: you have to close, generate, deliver. And if it goes well, then the patient gives us a gold star. They'd say it's a good experience. And from that, they come back. And that's what you get. You get repeat business, which is a good vote of confidence from any customer, no matter what business. If they keep coming back for something that you sell on a continual basis, then that's always a good sign that things are going well. If they don't come back, then there's something with this little circle here that isn't quite right. Okay, so let's put it all together. Okay, we talked about the 3 different elements up to this point. And so again, just to review, the first one here, it was attract. That is external marketing. That is what we're trying to do to pull patients into the office. One is sales, or the evaluating part. This is trying to determine, are we a good fit for them? Again, the main way to know this is to know your customer, know your patient. You simply are curious and ask questions. Lastly, internal marketing. This is where you're actually delivering the service. They're going to be evaluating you every time they come in to see if it's a good visit. If it turns out to not be a good visit, even if they've been with you for years, they may very well decide to leave. So making sure this part of it is locked up tight is going to be important for just good ongoing business. So there it is. It's all together. All 3 components of overall marketing are kind of demonstrating this very simplistic slide. This kind of leads me into the general framework that I have for any kind of business. I put it in these 4 different categories, this quadrant. I call it a business quadrant. And it just happens to spell LAMP, leadership, administrative, marketing, production. We just talked about marketing at a very superficial, high level. Just the general concept of this. There's much more detail we can go into. If this is something you are interested in learning more about, please check out our website below. Click in there, and I think you may see a couple of different webinars that are available so you can dive deeper into this and other topics. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.